my thing, or whatever you call it, the LAN cable. Let me just sort something out whilst these guys go back on track. Let's see who's on track first. Let's go Sheppy. And yeah, I'm gonna quickly sort something out. Okay, I'm back. Have we got anyone in the chat? Actually, I need to go quickly to a party, so let's actually do that first. Sorry for the disturbance early on. I'm not prepared at all, so yeah, unfortunately it hasn't gone to plan completely tonight. Hopefully we can have a good race. Welcome to FIRL Season 2, and we're here for the 6th round here in the US, and yeah, COTA. It's been an okay track over the years in real life. I hope it can be the same in the game too. And we're actually seeing Sheppy, who's back from his little break. I believe the last time he actually raced was the first round in Australia. So yeah, good to have him back, and hopefully he can stay with us for one more time. Let's try and Chevy's the quickest first sector time, quicker than Alex, so far it's not been too bad for him. I do want to quickly check something because the stream did just disconnect. Yep. And yep, I can now. Yep, now I'm back to streaming, and as you can see, Sheppy will be the first one to cross the line in his Williams, and hopefully it's going to be a good time for him. He sets a quickest sector 2 line 2, and yeah, should be. He's coming round the Nicky Hayden corners now. Sorry for the lag. My internet's not completely sorted out yet, but that'll be sorted out by next week hopefully. Now Sheppy's going to come on the final corner now. He's going to cross the line, and he's going to take pole position for now. And it's Seffi. Seffi. Sorry, Jack's retired out of the session. I don't know what happened to him. Yeah, I have no idea what happened, so I'll stick with the championship winner from last season. I'm going to ride on board with him for his first flying lap of the session. We've got familiar faces here today. We've got the likes of Scavney, we've got Alex, we've got K-Dog, we've got Spaceman, we've got Cam, we've got Tifosi, and we've got Pink Spartan. All of them relatively, how do you describe it? Seffi. Sorry, Santi's trying to teach me how to say Seffi's name, and Sink Lord said Yeppy about it his first lap, and now breaking into the hairpin. K-Dog's also invalidated her lap. Sheffy Sefi. I'll call him Sefi. Spaceman is now on his first lap. He's come through S's, and let's see what we can do in his Haas car, the one in the thumbnail, in fact, and hopefully we can see him get it up there. He's been very consistent in the points pretty much I think every race he's been in the points, and actually he's finished the race. And I think he's the only driver to do that, I believe. And now going through the hairpin, and he's driving out, and he's got a nice speed going down there. He's also got Tifosi near his rear wing, and hopefully Tifosi won't get in his way of his lap. And Spaceman breaks into the hairpin, and he does a pretty good job. And yep, he goes quite nicely, and then he's going to come and enter the long left-hander. And actually looking at the lap, Sheppy, that's Sefi, that's a really good lap from him. As Spaceman spins, clearly not getting the traction he wanted coming out of the long left-hander. And that is him round. Won't be too detrimental to his position, because usually the final two runs are a lot smoother, let's say that. Tyre will have more grip, and yeah, be good for him. But the Pink Spartan, let's go on board with Tifosi, who is just starting his first lap on the medium tyres, no doubt. So maybe he's gonna go for an ultimate strategy. One stop, I think it's gonna be the whole time, but I think it's gonna be soft, medium soft, or soft medium. As Tifosi invalidates his first flying lap. So we're on board with Spartan, who's now coming through the Sector 1, and he does that pretty nicely, the S's. And then he comes into the second part of the S's, and it's the quickest first sector time for him. So pretty good for him so far. And now he's going to enter, he's just left the S's, and now he's going into hairpin straight, hairpin. And does that pretty nicely, just off the apex, and he's going to power down the straight, and he's going to do a pretty good job. He's leaving it in ERS mode 5, so not optimum, not at all. Yellow flag sector 1, I think that's Cam on his outlap, but I'm not going to go back to him. As we see a 102, I don't know how competitive that is, but I'm going to say it's up there. I'm going to say it's maybe P2, maybe even P3, I don't know, P3, and he spins again. So a lot of people losing traction coming out of the long left-hander. Interesting, because was he power down? I think it's a little bit uphill, so makes them lose the rear end quite often. And I think Alex is on his lap, so I'm going to go on board with Alex for his hot lap, and actually I'm going to go on board with Lord Z, who has just gone through the third sector, and he's about 4/10 off what Spartan was doing. Doesn't spin at the long left-hander, now coming through Nicky Hayden corners, and seems to be doing that pretty well. And then going into the penultimate corner, and he's going to drive to the third and the final corner, turn 20, and exits. Go a bit wide, but it wasn't too bad, and it goes P3, just about ahead of Cam at this moment in time. And we're going to go on board with Alex, who's coming through the final sector now. Didn't catch what the previous lap, the sector 2 was, but I'm sure we'll see what time he has to offer. And Alex is now coming through the final corner, and he exits the final corner, and it's going to be a 36.394, about second off what he did previously, so yeah, not great. Tifosi goes P5 now on his second lap on the medium tyre. Yeah, nothing really, nothing that bad. I think by the end of it, it'll be around P3 to P2. But Sheppy's time is untouchable at the moment. 5 tenths quicker than Scavney, and yeah, I would say it's been successful so far. Still 3 people yet at a time. We've got Jack, who's retired, K-Dog, who has not been out yet, Pink Spartan, who is on his outlap. So let's go on board with... Who should we go on board with? Actually, we're going to go on board with Lord Zed, who's coming into the pits. Now let's go on board with Cam, who is now going through. I'm going to go on board with Sheppy because I think he's gone off. Yep, he went off, and we need to go back to Cam. He was entering the pits, and he was about actually a second up on what he did previously. So a good final sector from him would have put him around P2 probably. But Scavney's actually gone quicker and 2 tenths off of what Sheppy's done. So a pretty good time from him so far. K-Dog is coming through the final sector now, and let's see what he has to do. K-Dog, she's coming through the final 2 corners now. Hello Castle. Hi Super Freak, and hi Santi. And K-Dog's come through the final corner now, and she exits, and she sets a 38.3. I'm sure she'll go quicker than that at the end by the end of the session, because it's not the best lap time. Let's go on board with the Pink Spartan though, who's going through the middle sector now. Sheppy's retired from session. Can we catch that from Scabney's point of view? Yeah, just straight into the wall, and that is the end of his qualifying session. So we won't see a quicker lap from pole sitter. So we'll go on board with Pink Spartan, who's going down the back straight now, keeping in ERS mode 5, and yeah, does a pretty good job at braking into the hairpin at turn 13, and now crosses the sector 2 line, and apparently it's purple, so yeah, expect big things from this lap, and comes through a difficult left-hander and exits with little to no traction. Yes, Castle, it is the Pink Spartan, and come through the penultimate corner now, and then through the final corner, and we've got a yellow flag again. I think it's Lord Zed, and yeah, and he crosses the line over 35.0. I was expecting a little bit more from the Pink Spartan, because you know, he seemed quick, and I think the first 2 rounds he got a 1-2 with Mercedes, I believe. He got second twice the first 2 rounds, so I expect him to be a little bit more up there, but look at the gap between Tifosi to the Pink Spartan. Great job from both of them. Spartan, only about, what, that's nothing between Alex and Tifosi, 2 thousandths. So I expect a good fight between those 2. I expect Tifosi and Spartan to improve on their laps. Not sure about Alex. I haven't really seen him on track that much. We're on board with Cam, or no, we're on board with Lord Zed, who's exiting the S's now, and now going towards the hairpin. Does that pretty nicely, and now exits in ERS mode 4, and keeps it down the back straight, doing a nice job there. Getting a nice sun flare on with the camera lens. Now going into the second hairpin, does a pretty good job of that. Now into the final sector. He's 4 tenths up on his previous best, so that would put him about, we would keep him where he is, and it would give him about 33, I would say, at the moment in time. And going through the Nicky Hayden corners and into the penultimate corner, now into the final corner, and let's say 33.0. So gained a lot of time in that final sector, so yeah, good job. Good job. Hello Castle, hello Carter. This is FIRL Season 2, Round 6 for the United States Grand Prix, and we have Sheppy on pole, who binned it into the pit lane entry, and we've got Tifosi, who is coming through the hairpin now, and we've actually got Alex off the hairpin. Not sure what he's doing there, and now he's powering down the back straight. Is Tifosi. They want to improve on his laps, maybe get P4, maybe P3, and now braking into the second hairpin, and now crossing the sector 2 line. He's 8 tenths up on his previous best, so this is definitely going to put him. Oh, he's going to struggle to get P4, I would say. I think he might just be able to do it, guys. Because I think I remember previously he actually lost a lot of traction coming out the long left-hander. And now entering the final corner, he's run out of ERS, so that's going to affect him for the final part, and he's exiting there. It's a 33.7 and does just go about ahead of Cam by about 4 hundredths of a second. And yep, that's pretty close so far, along with Alex and Spartan. And yeah, 35 seconds during the session, and most drivers have set pretty good laps so far. I think the only two drivers that will be up, or the only 3 drivers that will be upset on the performance so far, K-Dog, Spaceman and Spartan. I would say they'll be pretty disappointed, especially K-Dog. I think she thinks she can achieve so much more, and I'm not sure what Spaceman's doing. And we've got the Pink Spartan on the final lap of quali. And he's 2 tenths up right now, so that will put him P6 at this moment in time. But I'm sure he'll improve throughout the next 2 sectors. Taking into the hairpin now, and the race will be coming up in around 5 minutes time, I would say. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see will Sheppy pull away. And I completely missed. Scavney goes about, what is that? 30 thousandths off of Sheppy's time. Sorry, Seffi's time. It's Seffi. We've got a yellow flag sector 3. I think that might just be someone entering the pits. And I think the Pink Spartan will be the last one to cross the line for their lap. I think Spaceman's on an in-lap now, if I'm not mistaken. And Pink Spartan comes out of the long Nicky Hayden corner and through the penultimate corner, now breaking into the final corner. What's the time going to be? It's a 33.5, so that is P4 for the Pink Spartan, and he does get ahead of both Cam and Tifosi. And yeah, that's it for the quali. And yeah, that was alright. Unfortunate to see that Sheppy didn't put in a Seffi. I don't know what it is. Sorry, Santi. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. And yeah, it was a little bit disappointing to see Seffi not set a quicker lap time, because I know it was in him somewhere, because that was his first time. But Seffi gets P1, Scavney gets P2 by 13 thousandths, Lord Z P3, Spartan P4, Tifosi P5, Cam P6, Alex P7, K-Dog P8, Spaceman P9, and the only DNF and setting no time at all is Jack. And that is it for qualifying session, and Spaceman will be the only one starting on mediums unless Jack decides to. And yeah, this is going to be the waiting game now. And now we have to wait for everyone to put their setups on, and we'll get into the qualifying. Not the qualifying. I get all my words wrong.
Okay, don't do anything reckless today. Just take it easy, and we should have a good race.
Right, I'm in a car, and it's raining for the first half of the race. I didn't mean to do this. Yeah, great. Well, I'm just gonna have to let them all go by. And is that a penalty? I see. Or is that someone else joining midway? Yep, it's Schumacher who's joined midway, and I'm a car on the grid. I'm racing now. And yeah, I cannot control my
See this,
you guys get to see some epic driving from me, and you also get to see the lag.
We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
That I have to deal with, and I have to deal with a lot of things. Yeah. Oh, I just caused an instant. I'm not very good on controller, guys. Leave me be. I'm just gonna be shit. Yeah, there we are. Ooh, nice job. Drifting contest, did you? Do not judge my driving, okay? Please, I beg. I'm begging. Please do not judge me online. Oh shit. Yeah, please don't judge me on what I'm doing here. Please. Stop judging my driving. Beg. This time, catching up to the back of the pack, alright? Don't bully me. This is the first time this is the first time in ages I actually saw almost. Oh, Jesus, no. Hey, the braking so much easier. Oh, yeah, luckily that's the only piece of driving I have to do. Oh, I've lost a viewer because of that terrible driving. Well, this is the start of the race, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy, because you'll miss the start, even though it's raining. This is the second time in a row that this has happened, so this is a rip. Right, let's retire on track then. Hopefully we can catch the action. Please. Someone's gone off. Spaceman is now at the back of the pack, and I'm the yellow flag, if any of you are wondering. So everyone's actually got away pretty cleanly, and you can see all the 11 drivers driving down there, and they're doing a really good job. Sefi, I'm sorry, Santi, has got a really good start, and he's away by 2 seconds, so clearly feeling more comfortable in the rain than the other drivers. And Pink's button also. Castle. Stop. Alex has now got ahead, and we've also got K-Dog losing the rear almost, getting a lot of range there. And now we've got Lord Z, and Jack is now overtaking Lord Z in this Grand Prix. And now we can see Lord Z try and go around the outside of him again. And now you can see Tifosi pushing Alex off the racing line. And I think Lord Z needs to go to that position. And Alex has not given up on Tifosi's position yet. And Alex is into P4, so not doing that great in the dry, but clearly in the wet he's feeling very comfortable. And yeah, that's him up into P4. And Cam, after getting a pretty bad start actually, needs to start getting through the pack. Schumacher is actually P9, so he's gone up 2 positions so far. Sheffy is at 51, and it's not a bad lap so far. And now Cam will be in this slipstream of Schumacher, and he won't quite make the move down. And we've also got Tifosi dropping down tons of positions there, and that is him. As we see Cam overtake Schumacher, and yep, excuse the lag, that will be sorted next week, hopefully. And now we're going to see Pink Spartan try and catch up with the likes. Oh, we've got K-Dog off into the gravel, and that's really disappointing. Let's see if she's got any front wing damage. I can't see at the moment. I think, yes, and Jack's retired from the session. Sorry, Alex and Jack have both retired from the session, and they've both gone crashing into the wall together. That's interesting. I would like to see a replay of that. Interesting. I didn't see it. Didn't quite catch it. That's only a virtual safety car, and I think people will be wanting to think about strategy, because surely, if this is how the race is going to go, surely you have to do no stops onto another set of inters, and you just want to go straight to dries and put on the medium tyre, because it's about half and half, I think. And yeah, Lord Z drive through under speeding under safety car. That you might serve that this lap probably, and I would if I was him, because that is quite detrimental to his pace. And yeah, we got a caution still, and let's see if Lord Z actually takes the drive through here. Pitting, and Alex has left the session. I think Jack will too, and Lord Z is now entering. I always note he's a drove car, so that's good. He's taking his drive through, and he's still ahead of K-Dog. I believe he'll be ahead of K-Dog by a margin, but that has ruined his race a little bit, because he was up there in P4, and now he's not. Let's see, I'm going to turn on all of the stuff, details. Let's see position change as Schumacher picks up a penalty. Let's see position change. Well, at the moment Schumacher's had the best start out of everyone, and then followed by Spaceman, who's just picked up a penalty, and then 3 guys ahead of Schumacher have gone up 1 position. So yeah, good start. The biggest loser of this fight for the first 3 laps is Lord Z. I mean, after losing I think 4 spots in using the drive-through, I think that's kind of ruined his race so far. Sheppy's its quickest lap of the race so far, and yeah, he's looking comfortable up there. 5 seconds is the gap after 3 laps, and yeah, just good racing so far. I'm going to go on board with Spartan, who's actually the closest on track, and we'll stay on board. Actually, no, Lord Zed's just overtaken Schumacher down the front straight, maybe on the exit, with the front wing, and Schumacher goes in deep and hits Lord Zed. That was a bit of a mistake from Schumacher, but it gives him the position, I guess. But I don't think Lord Zed would like that one bit, and Lord Zed will want to be coming back at him straight away. And Lord Zed, well, it's coming through. And he's going to get the slipstream going down the hill. He's actually got the run on him, and he won't quite make the move yet. I think Lord Zed might make a rash dive bomb. As I know, he's just going to go down the inside now, and it seems pretty good from him. Fair, and has given the position to Lord Zed over him. Hi Santi, Sefi is doing a good job as Schumacher goes back down the inside, and he completely misjudges the corner, and that's given Lord Zed back the position, and clearly Schumacher wanting it a little bit too much, as he did in his former days. And yeah, that's the closest battle still, I think. I'll move them. Everyone gets a bit closer, but I think at the moment it's this battle. And I think Spaceman might even catch up to Schumacher soon. It depends on pace difference. I'm going to go on board with Spaceman. Sefi's doing a really good job, Santi, so far, and he has a 5.7 second gap. I'm actually going to change that to interval. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I can see that Spaceman's catching him in sector 5. No! Spaceman's round. Spaceman is round. He's not out yet. Yeah, but he's round. That's costing about 10 seconds or more. We've got a yellow flag for K-Dog as well. Just staying at K-Dog, will still score points no matter what. I think she's still struggling. So Schumacher's struggling a lot on traction and stuff. I think he might be in the battle between him and Spaceman. He's dropped back 6 seconds to Lord Zed so far, and I'm going to keep on board with this battle. I'm going to go on board with the pink Spartan actually, as Spaceman picks up another 3 seconds, and Sefi also picks up a 3 second, and so does Santi for sending 3 messages in a row. As Pink Spartan spun actually, Pink Spartan has spun, and he's going to have to turn it around quickly, otherwise he does not want to try and get it. Spaceman's also spun round in the 3rd sector, and he'll be entering the pits, and he wants to be careful, and actually hitting a box of neutrals there, and I can only hope that Spaceman stays ahead of K-Dog for his sake. Let's see, as this is the closest I think the people are going to be. No, Spaceman's definitely got ahead. of K-Dog. And now Cam is right alongside Tifosi, and Tifosi misjudged the corner. He has a bit, and Cam's tried, but he didn't quite make the move stick. And instead, slowly but surely catching, but it won't be for a few laps. I've got yellow flag again, and it's K-Dog again. She's really struggling today on traction and stuff. She's almost half spinned again, and then she'll have to speak to the likes of Sefi, I'm sorry, Santi and Scafney, who will be approaching her soon. Sheffy gets a little bit of an oversteer moment there, keeps it on the track, and actually you could see he's very understeering through every single one of these corners, but he's still filling the gap. So surely Scafney maybe trying to go conservative. And Cam is trying to catch up with Tifosi, but I don't think he's going to quite do it. And just for a channel update, I will be moving to PC editing soon. I know I said I was going to do it. I'm going to try and do it before F1 2020. It's just the editing software is quite expensive, so I'm gonna try and get it before. But F1 2020 is right around the corner. I will be uploading lots of content on that game, including a HRT career mode, which is going to be exciting. And yeah, that's just going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to carry on with the Steps to Success career mode. I'm going to carry on with that. Yeah, but it will be fun to have a new challenge on the other game. I just didn't think a full career mode was needed, since I was only going to do 2 seasons. The chef is in the pits because look at the track, it's really dry. It's starting to dry out a lot. And Sheffy is going to come in for Sefi. I do apologise. Coming in for dry tyres on the medium tyres. I think the mediums will go the distance now. Looking at the track, yeah, it's completely dry. Maybe one more lap would do. Scabney like no harm, I don't know. Not in his brain. And that promotes Tifosi up in P2, P3. Sheffy has actually surprisingly come out ahead of Tifosi. So a good job from him for putting that big of a gap. And let's see the gap between them. It's actually increasing, surprisingly, between Sheffy and Scavney, but now it's closing back to him because look at the track, how dry it is. Yeah, I think the dry compound tyres was definitely meant to be in this lap, as we see another spinning spaceman. And yep, he's round again on the intermediate tyres, and everything seems to be going alright otherwise. The inter tyres is clearly not the way to go from now on. So I think Tifosi, sorry, not Tifosi, Sheffy's made the right decision, so has Spartan. Actually, I want to see if he comes out ahead of Cam. So I think that'll be close. Spaceman's pitting now. So is K-Dog. And DRS is now enabled. It didn't seem like it was that big of a difference. Oh, there's a big penalty there. Santi, a 10-second penalty for talking shit about me in the comment section. Oh, that's going to really affect him this race. Cam goes into the pits for speeding, and he got a 5-second penalty for that. And I think everyone will be in for their stop. And let's see how many positions I think Spartan can gain. Can he? I don't think he'll get ahead. Yeah, he's not going to get ahead of Scavney, but He might get ahead of Cam. Cam, he looks like he will. They both exit the pit. Startime is in P3, and a great job from him after a difficult qualifying session for him. And yeah, everyone is now on dry tyres, and a lot of people, surprisingly, are on the soft compound. I'm not sure about that one. I don't know what the correct strategy is. I thought it would be a medium strategy. I mean, most drivers are, but there's still two drivers as Schumacher doesn't exactly get the best of exits out of there. What happened there? I didn't quite catch it. I was too busy on my phone, but yeah, look at the understeer, the chronic understeer that's coming on those hard compound tyres. He did not really have to go on hard, so he could go to the end on medium. And look at the sun, it's coming out now. Sheffield has got another 3-second penalty, but 16 seconds is a massive gap between those two, and I'm sure the gap will increase as the race goes on. Sheffield sets the fastest lap with a 47. Is that 47? I didn't quite catch that, I don't know. Fastest lap. 47 is surprisingly slow. For medium compound tyres this early on, it must be pretty bad out there. Yeah, he's about a second quicker in the first sector this lap. Picks well and picks up a 3-second penalty. Tifosi picked up a 3-second penalty. Quite a few penalties up and down the grid. I think Cam's only got the one. Welcome to the 4 viewers in the stream. This is FIRL Season 2, Round 6 for the United States Grand Prix. And we've got, I think it's Tifosi, or is that K-Dog? I can't quite tell. Gets K-Dog is off. She's got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Well, X'd out on that one. And Tifosi is starting to catch up with Cam now. But Cam's got the wrong tyres on realistically. The soft compound tyres will not go to the end. I know the hards will. And so will the mediums. So 6/10 is now the gap, but that's actually increased a bit. Yeah, it's really difficult to concentrate really. Somewhere on board the Lord said he's a little bit closer, and he's actually closing in quite rapidly. He didn't quite get it done. And looking at the cars, they're all quite spaced out and they're not actually gaining on each other. So yeah, Lord Zed takes a quick slap of the session, so I'm going to go on board with him. But it's going to be a close one. But I think Cam it would look like he was catching up for a second. But yeah, he's just lost a little bit too. Lord Zed's got the exit now, he's got a perfect exit coming out of there. He's opening DRS. Pink spot, I think he actually got past, I'm not sure. And Lord Zed's going to go down inside. He's going to take P4. And that's a nice move from him. Is he going to, is Cam going to come back? No, he's not. Seffi is the quickest lap of the Grand Prix. And yeah. Lord sets the quickest lap. Now he'll be wanting to catch up with Pink Spot and to get the podium. So Tifosi is slowly catching up. I have some more sexy beats I am. No, you're not. Rams Carter. I'm going to put you in timeout, Carter, just for a second. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. Don't worry about it, Carter, though. You can still watch the stream. I just don't like you saying you're sexy beast because you know, and I know it's a lie. Yeah, it's all jokes, Carter. Don't worry. Tifosi is about a second off of Carter. And Tifosi is still battling away with Cam. Will he try and go down inside him? No, he will not. Cam goes a bit wide and just going to slowly. I think Tifosi will get past him down the back straight, I reckon. Next lap, so. DRS open. Tifosi will be wanting to try and go down the inside. I don't think he will though, and yeah, it doesn't quite get past him there. And you'll have to wait till the back straight. Stanley picks up a 3-second penalty, and Sefi, sorry, Santi, I apologise. Sefi has he's got a big enough gap for a pit stop. So yeah, that's good for him. And yeah, I think he'll pit towards the end onto soft compound tyres, set the quickest lap and get the full 26 points. And this is the closest battle so far, because the gap behind him is 43 seconds, and the gap behind Schumacher is 44 seconds, 45 seconds if you wish, and then the gap behind that, K-Dog, she is 37 seconds behind you. Sefi, sorry, sets a very, very quick lap time, and that is the fastest lap of the race. And unfortunately, Santi, unfortunately, he's got a 10-second stop-go penalty, and the stewards are reviewing his accidents, and yeah, you know, it's tough for him because he's about 5 seconds away from being DSQ'd. If he gets another 3-4 seconds, 4-5 second penalty, then that's him over, unfortunately. I'm going to go on board with Lord's Head though, and as we see a spinning spaceman again, luckily he does not get in the way. Apparently Lord's Head just got past and I completely missed it. I'm sorry I did not commentate over that, because, you know, I'm looking at comments and Santi's just been really toxic, and that is a 3-second penalty, and he's nearing disqualification now. Tifosi is now on back to Cam, but he seems to lose it down the traction zone, so, you know, tough luck from him so far. And if anyone's watching and hasn't subscribed to online Formula Racing or me, then I recommend you do. They're on about 160 subs. Let's try and get them to 200 subs by August. Let's say that, because they're an up and coming league, and next year they will have, or next season they will have 4 whole, what do you call it? 4. They'll have 4 divisions, but this league is better. This league is tons better than that league, because we have Sefi and we also have Santi in the comments. So what can go any better than this? And Tifosi's trying to go down inside but doesn't quite make it work. Tifosi just set his quickest lap of the race so far. Lord's Head picks up a penalty, and I think Tifosi is going to struggle to get past him now. It doesn't matter though, Cam will need to pit again, so will Lord Z, so, you know, Spartan feel like secured a place on the podium here. And my suit Santi is keeping the chat alive. I'm pretty sure Carter's ban will be over now. I'm pretty sure he can now chat all he wants, and I hope the other 2 people in the chat will be nice and friendly, as Tifosi's gone down the inside and he's lost the rear end, and they make contact, and that is Tifosi's front left end plate going off, and if you can hear the barking, that is my dog downstairs. Yeah. Yeah, he's just being a prick, and yeah, nice job. And Santi, you should be watching my stream, not talking on Discord. Yeah. Now the gaps aren't all within a second. I shall check the race director. Seffi has 9 seconds of penalties. Scavney has 3. Lordsford has 1. And Spartan has 3 seconds. Cancun has 5. Schumacher has 1. Spaceman has about 3. K-Dog has 10 seconds, and the final 3 are now in. As Sheffy's in the pits, the soft compound tyres, will they go 9 laps? I'm pretty sure they will, and he is going to come out in first place, I believe. Yep, he does. Only apparently it's 20 seconds. No, it's a 10-second gap between 8-second gap between Seffi and Scavney, and so is the Pink Spartans in the pits. Interestingly, I thought they could go to the end. Clearly not. So maybe Lord said, "Yep, it's secured a podium surely." After that, but Tifosi has not appeared, so we never know. And Tifosi does have a bit of front wing damage, and that's cost him a lot of time in the recent laps. Lord's doing a really good job here, controlling P3, and I think that'll be his final position if I'm not mistaken. And my dog's still barking, and I'm gonna get shouted at in a minute. I might need to go downstairs and check on the dog, if I may. I will sit you down with some good performances. Hold on, let me just go check on my dog because he's barking a lot. If he barks one more time, actually, if he barks one more time. Don't worry, someone else is going to check. Campbell and Lordford are both in the pit lane now. Campbell sped again. I'm sure he's going to have to serve his penalties as well. And he'll be on the soft tyres again. Yeah, he'll have to wait. And Trossy's first corner now, and interestingly enough, second and third have not pitted yet, so maybe they can get to the end on the mediums. I know that it's possible, but they might struggle towards the end of the race. As the Big Spartan's so close towards Lordsaid picks another 3-second penalty. Will the Pink Spartan overtake him? And yeah, I don't know yet. Second pit sets the quickest lap of the session, and Pink Spartan's going to try to go down the inside, and will he get there? No, he won't. Lord said does really good defending and gets really good traction going off there. Santi, can you stop banning Carter? Please, can you stop banning Carter? He's done nothing wrong here, he's just called himself a sexy beast. As much as I disagree, stop bowing him, please. We've also got Spaceman in the pits for his final stop on shore. Pink Spartan's 25-3 penalty, and these two guys here will be wanting to go to the end. Scafney does not need this because he can literally pit and come out ahead of Tifosi, I reckon. Looking at the gaps, I think it's possible. So I think he might be pitting this lap if I'm not mistaken. Kepley's going to pits now. Surely Tifosi will too. And he gets a bit slowly coming out there. And he might actually stay out because he does not want to lose his podium to Lord's Head. The end that he might end up losing more positions. But you know, Tifosi could stay out and still be in a good position for third. So I think he will. I think he's going to stay out. Yeah, he's going to stay out. And I think the Pink Spartan staying out. Nice job from him so far. And I'm just going to quickly go instead to close the pits in. I just need to go check on my dogs quickly, sorry. Right boys, I'm back, and better than ever. My dog, yeah, he's just annoying, he's just a little shit, so, yeah, I just have to, sometimes, he's a little bit annoying, so I have to sort him out a bit. Hopefully you didn't miss anything in chat. I'm not going to stop whistling for the voice cracks. The voice cracks are the best part about this channel. You know it, Santi. You know it. You know it, I know it, we all know it. K-Dog gets another 3-second penalty. Bad result for her so far. She's going to get 2 points though, so I guess it's not all bad. And it's going to be good for the Racing Point team, who are going to score about 20 points. I actually want to see the fastest lap. I think it's still Sheffy. Yeah, it's Sheffy. By quite a margin as well. And to be honest, the gap between Lord Zed and Scavney is quite small, and I think Pink's Barn gave up on his voyage. I know it's Tifosi, wasn't it? Yeah, I think they've given up a little bit on that. Spartan picks up a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help them at all. 3 laps to go. Into turn 1, nice job from him. And looks like Spaceman picks up a 3-second penalty. That won't really matter too much. It's been a disappointing race, I would say, for especially Spaceman and K-Dog. They do have quick pace, but sometimes it just doesn't quite get to them, and they're quite inconsistent sometimes. Spaceman's done a really good job, and K-Dog did a pretty good job the first couple of rounds. But it seems like since, I think, around Japan, it's been a struggle for her. But hopefully she can bring it back. Obviously she'll be away along with Scavney next week, so I hope they have a nice holiday. If you're listening to this, both of you. So yeah, have a nice holiday. Okay. Everyone's gapped out at the moment, so I'm gonna wait to see these guys. So I think the gaps are really quite even, to be honest, between everyone, especially 3rd to, I would say, 9th. They're all pretty gapped out, I would say. Stay on board with Cam. He's 2 laps to go now, and I'll go on board with Sheffy when there is on the last lap. Cam slowly closing in, but for 2 laps to go, I don't think will be enough. But he actually is quite closing in now. I'm not sure the penalty situation between those both. I think Cam might just get it. Yellow flag sector 3. Wasn't that big of a deal, it just seems. Maybe the Spaceman. A 42-second gap between Scavney and Sheffy. sorry, Sefi. I'm sorry, Santi. It's amazing. He's really quick. Yeah, great job. Cam is surprisingly close. It could be a final lap manoeuvre from Cam. Schumacher picks up a 3-second penalty. I walk on board with Sefi when he's in the final sector. Ooh, he gets a little bit squirrely on the exit there. Just Cam. But hopefully Cam will be at least in DRS range, as Lord Zed's retired from the session out of 3rd place, and he's out. Spins it on turn 1, and that is his race over. Pink Spartan is going to be on the podium here today in the US. That's really disappointing for Lord Zed, and I'm going to go on board with Sefi now. He's coming through here, goes a bit wide, going through the Nicky Hayden section, but he spins it, and has he retired? Please say he hasn't retired. He hasn't retired, but he spins it coming out of the final corner. He's going to cross the line with close to no front wing, and he's going to slowly come to the line, 42-second gap, and he gets the win. Nice job, Sefi. And going to go on board with Cam, who was close coming through. Is he going to get it? I don't know. It's going to be tight between them two into the final corner, I reckon. It could be a final lap, final corner lunge for Cam. He needs to stay close. Can he get it in the final sector? Yeah, I know, disappointing for you, Lord Zed. You just need to come back stronger next race. But Cam is right up behind him now. This is for the podium spot. He's got the position. Cam takes P3 off of Pink Spartan, going into the final sector. He gets it, and going into the final corner now, he's going to take P3. Scafley gets P2, and he's going to take P3 off of the Pink Spartan. And what a race from Cam, and does it again. Great job from Cam there. Tifosi P5, and Lord Zed will actually get P6 because of them lapping Schumacher. That was a good race, a really good race, and yeah, I'm sure the top 3 will be happy with their results. So Spaceman's coming through the final sector now. It's going to be P8 for him. I'm sure he'll be okay with that, since he was telling me before this weekend he was a little bit off the pace here. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be happy with it. And that is it. This is the podium. Let's see the final race standing. Sefi, sorry Santi, gets on P1, Scafley P2. Cam takes it on the final final few corners, and he gets P3. Verstappen 2017 style. Pink Spartan P4. Just lost out at the end. He would have been P4 anyway. Tifosi P5, Lord Zed P6 after DNFing on the final lap. Schumacher P7, Spaceman P8, K-Dog P9, Alex P10, Jack P11, and I get P12 in an amazing result from me. Anyway, that is it for today's FIRL Season 2 race. Join us next week, where we will be in... Just give me a second. We will be in Mexico, for the the Mexico City Grand Prix. Stay tuned. Watch out for some new content coming tomorrow and next few days. And goodbye.